Welcome to yoga with me, Laura from Budding Rose Yoga. I'm really chuffed that you're able to join me today. Today's practice will be a Vinyasa flow, about an hour or so, give or take, and expected quite a dynamic movement. We'll be doing a lot of exploration of inner strength and fire. But as always, take it at your own pace. If you need to stop, rest, please do. This is your time. Come into a comfortable position, lying down on your back. If you prefer to be seated, that's completely okay as well. Maybe your legs are straight, maybe your knees are bent. But just let yourself be completely free of effort. Relaxing from the very top of your head all the way down to your toes. Bring your attention to every part of your body that comes into contact with the floor. The back of the head, the shoulder blades, back of your arms, the back of your ribs, the back of the hips and pelvis, back of thighs, back of calves, the heels of the feet. Every part of you now sinking into your mat. And visualizing the ground underneath you, underneath your mat, whichever surface you're on, dropping down into the foundations of the building that you rest in. And deep within and below these foundations, Mother Earth. Bringing your attention to her now, just noticing how she's holding you and supporting you. In this very moment, there is absolutely nothing that you need to do. How would it now feel to place a hand onto your belly and a hand onto your heart? I just want you to spend a couple of moments observing your breath, watching the inflow and outflow of your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Allow the breath to slow down, deepen and expand. Noticing how your belly expands from your inhalation, filling into your ribs, into your shoulders. As you exhale, the belly relaxes, the ribs and shoulders soften. Slow and steady breaths in, and long and complete breaths out. Take 4 more breaths. back into your body. Let there be movement. Maybe reaching your arms all the way back and above head. Taking a really slow and deep breath in. Sigh it out completely. And again, deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Take your time, bring your knees into your belly. Roll over to one side. And come up and join me in a seat. Hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment to close your eyes and set your intention for your practice today. What do you need? What is it that you need in order to be full so that you can offer your energy to others? Let's take a collective sound of Om. Take a slow breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, we prepare. I invite you to come into child's pose. Keep your knees wide. Let your toes join together at the back of your mat. Reach your arms out in front. Allow your forehead to melt down into your mat. Relaxing your forehead. Take a moment just rocking your head from side to side. Massage your forehead into your mat. Any tension dissolving and melting away. Slowly walk your hands up toward your knees. And then from here, let's creep into downwards facing dog. Walking the feet back, bending the knees one at a time. And just take a moment to be intuitive in how you move. Relax your face, your head, your throat. Relax your shoulders. And relax your belly. Slow and steady breaths in. And empty breaths out. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly with soft knees, bend at the legs and walk your feet forward. Take your time to creep the feet together in between your hands. Really slowly roll up to stand, backbone by backbone. Arms heavy, head fast. And all of your toes lift up through the inner thighs. Let the arms reach above head as you take a deep breath in. Dive forward as you exhale with soft knees. Relax the face. Look forward as you inhale, arms and legs lengthen. Take a step back with the right foot. Bring the knee down. Put your toes back. Let the arms reach forward and up as you inhale. And then lower the hands down. Exhale. Downwards facing dog. Take a step back. Find your plank. Inhale. Shoulders creep forward in space. Exhale, downwards facing dog, let the hips rise up. One more time like that, breathe in forward. And exhale,
back. Take the right foot forward in between hands, left knee down, point your toes behind. Arms sweep to sky. Let's lower the hands and bring the left foot forward, fold, top of mat. Bend the knees, relax the face. Come all the way up to stand, let the arms sweep above head, inhale. Exhale, we dive forward, soft knees. Halfway lift, look forward, deep breath. Left foot back, exhale, knee down, toes point back. Let the arms sweep up, deep breath in. Downwards facing, exhale, one step back. Creep into plank as you inhale, move shoulders forward. Exhale, down dog, send the hips high. And again, move forward, plank position. Press back, downwards facing dog. Left foot forward in between hands. Right knee down, point the toes back. Reach arms, deep breath. As you exhale, lower the hands. Move the right foot forward, fold. Sweep all the way up. Fingers reach up, look up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, relax the face. Halfway lift as you inhale. Right foot back as you exhale. This time keep the knee lifted and take the arms forward and up. If this feels too strong, the knee can be down on the back leg. Reach through the fingers, lengthen through your side body. This time let's come back into plank. So keeping the weight forward as you step the left foot back in space. Slow and steady breaths in, pressing the floor away. Steady breaths out, resisting the ground. Let the heels creep behind you as you send the shoulder heads forward in space. One more breath. And then bring the knees to the floor, lower through the thighs, the hips and the belly. Lift into cobra, deep breath. And exhale, relax. And again into cobra, peel your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, relax the belly. One more time, lift up. And lower. Come back into child's pose. Bend the knees and bring the hips to heels. From here into cow, belly drops, heart lifts. And exhale into cow. Breathe in, shoulders back, tailbone lifts as you look forward. Exhale, press floor away, round the spine, cat pose. One more time. Breathe in, lift your heart forward. And exhale, press and round. Come back into downwards facing, tucking toes, hover knees and send the hips high. Slow and steady breath. Take the right foot between hands as you look forward in space. Let the arms reach to sky as you inhale. Remember, option back knee down. Exhale, we hold. Let the hands find the floor. Take a step forward and keep the feet a little bit wider. Bend the knees, look forward, reach the arms forward, chair pose. So I really want you to draw the lower tummy in. Send your tailbone down to the space in between your heels. Keep your feet a little bit wider for me so that we can, when we come into a twist here, hands together, twisting to the right, there's a little bit more stability around your lower back. So hands together, expand through the chest, look over the right shoulder for 3. Steady breath. 2. And 1. Look forward, keep the knees bent, let the arms reach forward and up. Utkatasana, return to chair pose. And then second side, hands to the heart. Lower the chest, hips back. Right elbow outside of left thigh. Steady breath for 3. 2. And 1. Looking forward, keep the knees bent, arms reach up, deep inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Looking forward, halfway lift. Left foot steps back. Exhale, we pause. Option, keep the knee lifted or bring it to mat for high lunge. Reach the arms up. So stay side plank, hands down, right foot back in space. Keep resisting the floor so there's energy moving away from the ground. And try your best to find resistance, reaching the heels behind you. And then extend the roof of your mouth forward in space. One more breath. And then lower the knees, come all the way down to your mat. This time, arms by side, palms face the floor, locust. Lift the head, chest and arms, reach back. If comfortable, lift toes, knees and thighs and expand through your back body, reaching through the heart. One more breath. And then relax the feet, hands under shoulders. Come back into child's pose. You inhale, come to tabletop. Drop the belly, expand the heart, lift the tailbone into cow. As you exhale, round the spine and into cat. Breathe in, shoulders back, looking forward. Exhale, round the spine, cat position. Just one more like that. Deep breath. And deep breath out. Come to neutral into down dog. Tuck feet, knees, lift, hips rise up. Left foot in between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted if comfortable. Let the arms sweep to sky. Lengthen through fingers. One more breath. And then bring the hands forward. Take the right foot forward in space. Keep the feet a little bit wider apart. Bend your knees. Let the arms reach forward and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. This time, you fold forward. Take the hands behind the back, interlace fingers and fold along the length of your legs. Look forward in space, bend your knees. Keep your hands behind you. Look forward, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Arms stay where they are. Now sweep the fingers forward and up. Chair pose, bend your knees. Inhale. We'll do that again. Exhale, forward fold. Catch the hands behind you. Bend your knees, look forward, breathe in. Keep your arms where they are. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, reach the arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold, hands to mat, relax the face. Lift the heart, fingertips on your mat, look forward. And take a step back with the right foot. Left foot back, plank position. Option, knees on the ground. Taking side plank on your right side. Come onto the outside edge of the foot. Either stack or stagger your feet. And remember, option, underside knee down. Reach through your fingers, lift up through the hips. And contract the underside body. One more breath. Come back to plank, breathe in. Breathe out. Second side, weight into your left hand. Outside edge of foot, reach the right arm to sky. Lift up through your hips. Press and resist the ground. One more breath. Back to plank. Deep breath in. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hug the elbows in. Upwards facing dog, inhale. Downwards facing dog, exhale. 5 breaths. Steady inhale. And steady exhale. Energetically pressing the floor away through hands and feet. Lengthen your side body. Armpits moving away from your mat. One more breath. Let the weight transfer into left foot as your right leg sweeps to sky. Keep your hips square and your right foot broad. From the knee to the nose, round the spine, shoulders forward. Keep the foot off your mat. And then sweep it to sky, breathe in. And then across to the left elbow, exhale forward in space. Breathe in, let the right leg rise. Exhale to right elbow. Inhale, right leg rise. Exhale to the nose. This time stay forward and place the foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee to the floor. Point your toes behind you. From here, lie on your fingers, pressing actively down and back through your front foot. And then forward with your left thigh. So there's an energetic drawing together of the space underneath you. From here, the arms can sweep forward and up. If that's uncomfortable, keep the hands on the ground and that's okay. Lengthen and reach through your side body. So open to the right side, right arm back, left arm forward in space. And then inhale, arms reach up, face forward. And then exhale to the left. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale to the right. Just gonna stay here. Reach your right arm behind the outside of your left thigh. Left arm reaches up and over as you arch back into a back bend. Relaxing your neck. Relaxing your breath. From here, left elbow to outer right thigh as you lean forward. And try and move your armpit as far across as you can. Yeah. Palms together. And then as you press the palms, begin to activate the front body. Spinning your chest to the right as your navel draws in so you're not collapsing into your front thigh. Keeping the feet energetically pressing into mat. And if it's comfortable, looking over the right elbow and shoulder. Take another breath. From here, let's look forward and down. You can stay exactly where you are if this is where you need to be. Or I'm going to give you the option to tuck your left toes under, hover the left knee off the ground and energize your back leg. Keep the belly drawing away from your thighs so your core is active and engaged. Take another breath. And then lift the back knee if it isn't already. We're going to take a step forward, left foot meets right. Keep the knees bent and your elbow to outer thigh. Revolved chair pose. Deep sink into your hips. Thighs together, knees together. One more breath. Looking forward, keep the knees bent. Let the arms reach up. Inhale. And then forward fold, exhale. Catch the hands behind and fold forward. Look forward, keep the arms where they are. Bend your knees, breathe in. And then exhale, forward fold. Arms reach forward and up, chair pose. And then exhale, hands to floor, relax the face. Fingertips on your mat, look forward, prepare to either step or hop back into plank, moving through Chaturanga Dandasana. Upwards facing, lift heart, shoulders back, downwards facing dog. Steady breath, checking in, relaxing if you need. Weight into the right leg, left leg rises, keep hips square, left foot broad. And then hug knee to nose, shoulders forward, round your spine. Left leg rises, inhale. And then right elbow, exhale, bring the knee across. Breathe in, left leg rises. Breathe out to left elbow. Inhale, let it rise. Exhale to nose, step the foot between hands, right knee down, point the toes back. Fingertips on mat. From here, the arms sweep to sky. Can you find a sense of integrity around your lower tummy? Keep drawing the space between the pubic bone and the navel in, and then make space and room around the upper body. Deep breath in, reach through the fingers. We're going to face the left on exhale, left arm back, right arm forward in space. Inhale, arms reach up, facing forward. And then exhale, open the ribs and heart to the right side. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, twist to the left. From here, left hand outside of right thigh as you arch back. Reach the right arm overhead and look over your left shoulder. So you're gazing towards your back foot. And from here, hinge forward. Take the elbow across the thigh. As far across as you can, and let the palms join together. Spin your heart, your ribs around to the left. And be mindful to keep hugging your belly in. lifting it away from your front thigh. Take another slow breath. Continue to stay here if you need, otherwise looking forward, prepare to come off the back knee. So tuck the right toes under, hover the leg. Active back thigh. And then if you can, lift the back knee as we take a step forward. Bring the feet together, knees together, bend the knees deeply. Thumbs to the heart, spin the heart to the left. Steady breath. And then look forward, reach the arms forward and up. Utkatasana, deep bend in the knees for chair pose. Hands behind back in fold. This time let's stay in a forward fold. Hands interlaced. And let yourself fold along the length of your legs. And then release your hands as you stay in forward fold. And maybe just nursing into your hamstrings. Nursing into the backs of the calves and the ankles. And then hands to either sides of the feet. Take an inhale, lift the heart forward. And exhale, step or hop back. Plank Chaturanga. Lifting into up dog, heart forward. Pressing back into downward facing dog. So taking a few steady breaths. Again, actively pressing the floor away. So we really want to feel the armpits moving away from the ground. Activating our side body and lengthening up to the hips. Let's take the weight into the left leg, take the right leg to ceiling. In breath, keep the hips square. And then exhale, bring the foot between the hands. Pivot the back heel to the floor, warrior one. So as you look forward, let the arms sweep to sky, lengthening once more when you can. Lower tummy gathering in, stability and integrity around the lower tummy. And then take the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers, inhale, lift your heart space. Pivot forward, humble warrior. Knee, shoulder join. Maybe as you bow the head down, you can tap your big toe. Steady breath. Let the hands find the floor, lift the back heel. From here into side plank. So come onto outside edge of back foot and take a step back with your right. Weight into the left hand as your right arm rises. Lift the hips. So we return to this space and you can take any variation you wish. You can be here. Underside knee can be down. Or if you wish, you can bend the knee, hand to the knee. Or even take the first two fingers to the toe and extend the leg. One more breath. Take this right leg and step it behind your left. We'll find wild thing. Keep your left leg straight. Stay on the ball of your right foot as you reach back. Expanding through your heart. Lovely. One more breath. Transfer the weight back into the outside edge of your left foot. And if you can, take a really slow, controlled step forward with your right. Super controlled. From here, back knee comes down. Point the toes behind you. Right hand to inner right thigh. And begin to press into the thigh. Let the knee roll out. Maybe come onto the outside edge of the foot if that feels good. Just take a pause. Take a moment. Opening into wherever you feel sensation right now. Let's find another breath. Slowly come back to hands if you've gone any lower. Tucking the back toes under. And I want you to keep your foot to the outside of your right hand if you can. So we're in lizard pose. From here, maybe you can hook your right arm underneath your knee and bring it to the back of your heel. You're either going to stay here or bring both hands to the ankle. Just take a moment in this little balance. Steady the breath. If you feel supersonic, flying lizard, right arm out underneath the knee, left arm out to the side. You've got this. Bring the hands to the floor under shoulders. And maybe your right arm is still hooked underneath your knee. Yeah, maybe you still have that space. If we can, move the hips forward so the left elbow comes to the hip. Take the right leg out. If you can, creep into Ekapada. Back into plank. Chaturanga up dog. Downward facing dog. Slow and steady breath. Weight into the right foot, left leg rises. Step the foot between hands. Pivot it back, heel down, warrior one. Reach the arms forward and up. Again, intelligence around your lower tummy. Back little toe glued into your mat. Reach the arms up. Hands behind interlace fingers, move a digit in front. Heart lifts, breathe in. Exhale forward, humble warrior. Offer your heart to the ground, offer your heart to Mother Nature. Bring the hands to the floor, lift the back heel. We transition into side plank. So outside edge of back foot. Both hands can stay on the floor as you step your left foot back. Steady yourself, and then take the left arm up to sky. Keep lifting up through your underside body. Lift the hips. And take the same variation that you took on the other side. Wherever that is, whatever that looks like. We'll be here, another breath. And then left foot behind into wild thing. Lift your heart, spin your hips to the sky. Reach forward, lengthening and expanding. And then with control, as you come back into side plank, take a step forward with your left foot, as much control as you can find. And then bring the back knee to the floor. So right hand to support you. Left hand to the inner left thigh. And just begin to press it open. Doesn't matter what it looks like, I just want you to feel it. Whatever that feels like, whatever that looks like. You can even prop down to your right forearm if that makes sense. Opening across the collarbones. Opening into your belly. Steady breath. Let's take another breath here. And then if you have gone any lower, come back to your hands. You can do this in baby lizard, so the back knee stays on the floor. Left arm underneath the knee, and then take the hand to the back of the heel. Or alternatively, lift the back knee, back toes tucked under. Belly is active here, and so you're not dropping into the hips, you're lifting. Maybe both hands to the ankle. Find your drishti, your gaze, and keep it fixed, keep your breath steady for 3. Maybe for 2, we take the arms out, flying lizard. One more breath. And then take the hands to the floor. Option, step back to plank. Or coming into Ekapada, Kundanasana. So left leg stays to the back of your left arm. Creep the foot out to the side. Or if you don't have the space, you're going to hook the foot back. Creep the weight forward so your right elbow finds the hip. Lifting through the back leg. And then back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lifting up dog. And let's come back to child's pose. Take a pause. Just checking in with where you're at. Checking in with your breath, checking in with sensation. To find your way back to downward facing dog. slow yet powerful breath in through the nose. And then blubber the lips. Do that one more time. Breathe in. And blubber the lips. Then you exhale. Take the weight into the left leg. Take the right leg to sky as you inhale, lift. Step it through between hands on exhale. From here, crescent lunge. Let the arms reach forward and up. Fix your drishti. Drop into the hips and lengthen through your side body. From here, keep the hips stable as you twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, arms up, face forward. Exhale, twist to the left, keep your left hip still. Breathe in, arms reach up. Breathe out, twist to the right. Stay facing the right side. Right arm reaches back, maybe finding the back thigh as you arch back, expand through the front body. And then take the left elbow to outside of right thigh. Far across as you can comfortably come. Hands join together, press and engage. If you have a bind at this point, you could thread your left arm underneath the belly of your right thigh. Right arm comes behind the back, fingers interlace, pull the right shoulder back in space. Stay here for 2. Stay here for 1. Release your bind if you're bound, hands join together in prayer. Look forward in space. And from here, playing with a variation of revolved half moon. If you lose the twist or your bind, don't worry about it. Bring your left hand down. Otherwise, we'll take our weight slightly forward, hop the back foot forward. Keep your left elbow hooked to the outside of your thigh if you can. A bend in the front knee, lifting the back leg up. The minute the foot comes off the floor, activate and energize the leg. If you can, wobble isn't okay. You could extend the front leg. One more breath. And then take the hands to the floor. Big step back. Let's find side plank. Outside edge of left foot, right foot back. Hips lift, right arm rises. Staying here for 3. Looking up to your right thumb if you're comfortable for 2. See it with your left eye for 1. Back to plank, breathe in. Knees, chest, chin as you exhale. Into cobra or upwards facing dog. Downwards facing, let the hips rise up. Steady breath. Left leg sweeps to sky, breathing in. Lightly place it between hands as you exhale. Look forward, lift the chest, let the arms reach the sky. Settle into the space. Breathe in, we hold. Breathe out, we twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. And then inhale, reach the arms high. Try and keep your right hip still as you open to the right side. Inhale, reach up. Last side, turn to the left and pause. Take your left arm back behind your right thigh if you can. And then arch back, reach the right arm all the way up and back. If it's comfortable, look over your left shoulder, 1 more breath. Begin to lean forward, take the elbow to outer left thigh, palms together. Remember the back knee can be down if you need. If you took a bind on the other side, thread your right arm underneath your left thigh. Take the left hand behind, interlace fingers and hold. Wherever you are for 3, 2, and 1. Hands together. Stay in your twist as you prepare to come forward into revolved half moon. So look forward and down. Take a few steps forward with your back foot. Find your drishti as you lift your right leg off the floor. If your hands come down, that's okay. Take another breath. Then Hands to the floor, big step back. Side plank, outside edge of right foot. Weight into the right hand, left arm up. I want you to bring your attention to your tailbone and move it towards your pubic bone. Another breath here. Come to plank, breathe in steadily. This time exhale all the way down to your belly. Make a little pillow for your head. Relax. Let your heels flop out to the side. Take a moment to feel whatever you feel, whatever physical sensations. Feel the belly pressing into your mat. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the support of the ground underneath you. This moment, you are okay, you are safe. From here, I want you to now come on into downwards facing dog. So when you're ready, come on up. Downwards facing, take the right leg to sky. Deep breath. As you exhale, bend the knees, step the foot between palms. Look forward, let the arms reach to sky. Lengthen and hold. Find your gaze. Keep it rooted to one point. I'm going to ask you now to take a step forward into the front foot and bring your left knee in towards your chest. So take your time. Transfer forward and then pick the left foot off the floor, bring the left thigh in towards your belly, in towards your chest. And then we're going to take a step back super slowly back to where we came from. So thread the left leg back, lean forward, bend the right knee, land like a feather back into a crescent lunge. Let's try that again. So slow transference forward, left knee in, flex the foot, thigh to belly. And thread it back behind you, super slowly, bending the front leg and land on the ball of the back foot. One more time, but we're going to stay forward. So take the weight forward, left knee comes in, foot off the floor, and then hold it here. Flex the foot, reach the arms above the head. You can keep the knee bent or extend the leg out in front of you. Lift through the toes, lift through the belly of your left thigh. Try not to lean back. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. This time warrior 3. So bring the hands together in front of your heart and begin to extend the left leg behind you. At the same time, pivot from your hips. Reach the chest forward, but don't collapse into your shoulders. Keep them broad here. Roll the head of your left hip down. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Keep the lower belly hugging in towards your spine. Final breath. And then take the hands to the floor. Lift the left leg to standing splits. Reach your toes to the sky. Maybe the hands stay on the floor for now, if that's enough for you. Or maybe you can explore one or both hands behind your right ankle and take a balance. Wherever you are, know that it's exactly where you need to be. So don't be tough on yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. One more breath. And then hands to the ground. Left knee behind the right leg. Bend the knees and just hover your left foot off the floor. Inhale, let the left leg rise up. And again, exhale, knee behind right. But don't go all the way down. Don't do it. Inhale, left leg reaches the sky. And then knee behind leg, squeeze and hold. Shiva squat. Maybe you stay here or bring the arms away from you. Lift the heart for 3. Hold your balance, 2. And 1, hands down. Come all the way down to sit. Ah, I know, right? So half Lord of the Fishes. Ground through both sitting bones. And if this setup doesn't feel available to you right now, take your bottom leg out. So extend your left leg if that makes sense. Right foot across. Take the right hand behind you and hook the left elbow to the outer thigh or wrap the arm around. And I really want you to hug that right thigh bone in toward the center line. Lifting and lengthening on your in-breath. And then over the right shoulder you look as you exhale. Try that again. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Face the front. From here, can we come back into standing split? If you want to skip this bit, just come back into down dog. That's totally okay. Otherwise, take the hands forward. Bring the weight into the right leg. Unfold the left as it reaches to sky. Breathe in. And then step or hop back into plank. Exhale. Move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Upwards facing dog. Shoulders back. Downwards facing dog. Steady breath. Weight into the right foot, left leg sweeps to sky. Peacefully bring foot between hands as you look forward. Lift the heart, arms reach to ceiling. So find your drishti. From here, slow transference into the front leg as your right knee comes into belly. If you need to do that in a few hops, that's okay. Lifting the right knee in toward the chest. Keep the arms above the head, reach through the fingers. And then super slow motion back to where you came from. Right foot back. Lean forward and bend the front knee. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. As you exhale, right knee comes to chest. Lift the thigh in toward your leg. And then again, super slowly take a step back into lunge. Last time, we're going to keep it lifted. So knee comes in. Flex the foot, spread your toes. Either stay here or extend the leg. Kick the heel forward and curl the toes towards your face. Keep reaching up for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, warrior 3. So bring the hands to your heart. Extend the right leg back. Lean forward, pivot forward from the hip, but don't collapse forward. Can you roll the head of your right hip down and squeeze the inner groins together? Let the hands come down, right leg lifts up, standing splits. Fold along the length of your left leg. You can remember you've got so many options right now, but try not to give up. Keep the hands on the floor if you need, or one or both hands behind your left ankle or calf. Powerful right leg. And then hands to the ground. Tap the back of your left knee with your right as you squat down and hold. Breathe in, let it reach the sky. Breathe out, squeeze and tap. One more time, lift up and lengthen. And then exhale, this time we hold here. Lift your heart, look forward. Light on your fingers or arms to the side for 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, come all the way down, right leg behind left. Half Lord of the Fishes. Press into the mound of your left big toe. Left hand behind you. Either wrap or hook the right arm and twist. Lengthen on your inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, rotate to the left, and hold. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out. Look
looking forward, again, option, just come back to down dog. Otherwise, hands forward, lean forward. Weight into the left leg. Right leg rises. Your last chaturanga, I promise. Stepping back, deep breath in. But this time we're going to lower for 5. So if you've gone already down, come back up. And we'll do this together. So if we can, lower for 5. The knees can be down if you need. 4, resist the floor. 3, 2. And after one, we're going to hold. And then come all the way down to your belly. Come back into child's pose and rest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your face and your belly.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
When you're ready to come up to a kneeling
I
position,
release control and
so we're going to give you the option now to take an inversion. So we'll practice headstand, Shavasana.
That will heal me. I release.
You can always come to the wall at this point if you're more comfortable practicing against the wall. Or if you have a lot of space, maybe use some padding or some bedding to support you if you do fall, okay? But if you're really uncomfortable, if you're not sure, if you haven't quite yet got the confidence, or you just don't feel like you have the tools to come into it, don't rush it. Yeah, don't feel like you have to do this now. Whatever feels appropriate to you in this time. So if there's any uncertainty, maybe leave it. Yeah, and be okay with that decision. Otherwise, preparing for Shavasana, so your supported headstand. So interlacing the fingers, bringing the forearms onto your mat with the elbows down, and the outside of the wrists pressing into the mat. From here, open the palm, and that's going to cup the back of the head. So draw the chin in, bring the back of the head into the palm, so the top of the head is on your mat. If it is something that you're relatively new with, then try this and hold that for a few moments and see how that feels. Get used to the sensation of bearing weight onto your head. But supported headstand should actually involve very little pressure on the head. That's why we really want to create this really strong structure with the arms supported by the chest, the shoulders, the upper back, and the core. So once you have that place, and you feel comfortable here, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and begin to walk the feet in. If this is where you're at, I want you to stay here. Otherwise, I want you to bring the knees in toward the chest. Hug your thighs in toward your belly with your feet off. Toes are pointing up, but keep your knees bent, so you're in a tuck position. So slowing the breath, checking in with how you feel. And then lift the knees away from the belly, so they're pointing toward the wall behind you. Thighs parallel to the floor. Take another breath. Keep the knees bent, but let your knees point to the sky. So you're opening the front of the hip. Toes are pointing now behind you. Check that you're not grasping your fingers too tightly. Relax. And then if you're comfortable, extend your legs and point your toes to the sky.
slow and steady breath. Pressing into the forearms. Let the armpits move away from your mat. Lengthening your side body. And when you're ready to come down, let's see if we can do that in reverse. Bend the knees, keep the knees pointing up as you drop the feet behind you. And then point the knees to the wall behind you. Hold. Tuck the knees into the chest. Hold. And then extend the legs to the toes, find your mat. And the knees down, hips to the heels, and come to child's pose. Relax the upper back. Relax the neck, the shoulders. Relax your belly. Take as long as you need to here. And then when you're content and you're happy to do so, come on up to your seat. So from here, let's bring the feet into a cross, into a really loose cross, bending the knees. And then walk the feet away from you. If you can practice fire log really comfortably, where you bring the foot onto opposite knee, then go ahead. I like to take this as an alternative, but if you're comfortable with that and you're familiar with it, then take that option. So the feet away from the pelvis, and then walk the feet away from each other. So it's a really loose, open, cross-legged position. And then let the hands walk out in front as far as you can comfortably go. Don't worry about it, don't stress. And then if you can, relax the head, relax the face, maybe even the arms. Just opening into your back, to your ribs, your spine, the back of the neck and skull. And then come on up, walk your hands up. And then take the hands behind you and just switch legs. So bringing the opposite foot in front, like in a really wide-legged, loose cross, and then walk the feet away from each other. So you're trying to bring the feet underneath the knees. And again, arms can creep out in front. You can always take a block under the head if that's more comfortable. And then relax. Relax the face, relax the head, relax the shoulders and elbows. Final breath here. And then gently come on up. And cross your legs. Bring them out in front of you. And then the best bit, you get to lie down. So coming down into Shavasana. And turn up the music. Take a few moments to be still. Relax your jaw, relax your arms, relax your belly.
your time to slowly bring your awareness back to this space. Noticing your body as you lay here on your mat. Noticing whatever sensations you feel, whether they're physical, whether they're emotional or otherwise. Before you break the spell of stillness, take a moment to absorb all of the energy that you've created in your practice today. The inner fire, the inner strength, sense of self-worth, knowing that you deserve this time. And that when you are able to move from a full cup, it is only then that you are able to extend your love to others. Take a moment now to feel back into your toes and fingers. Maybe moving into the arms and into the legs. Maybe deepening your breath as you reach your arms all the way back overhead, taking a big full body stretch. And then sigh it out. And again, deep breath in. And out. Hugging your knees into your chest one by one. And give yourself the biggest embrace. A moment of utter gratitude to your body. Rolling over to one side and take your time to join me in a seat. Let's come together with palms at the heart space, bowing to seal the intention and our practice in. Honouring yourself, honouring the divine in you. A moment of gratitude to our teachers past and present who carry on this ancient practice of yoga. Gratitude for this day, for us to be able to practice and to be well. Let us join together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, we chant. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. And finally, my gratitude to you for joining, for sharing your love and energy. Love and blessings to you. Namaste.